Resolve conflicts using adult-to-adult conversations. Conflict. It's a natural part of human interactions. Conflicts more often emerge from unintended or poorly framed conversations. In the workplace, small conversations can mask deeper conflicts. Let's take a look at a scenario between Bob and Ron. Bob is Ron's projects manager. They are in an office lunch party. Bob starts a conversation.
Hey Ron, I heard you took an unplanned leave yesterday. Even though you knew it was a critical day for the team, we had a big task to deliver.
Bob, is there a day that isn't critical for our team?
That's irresponsible behavior, and the way you're talking to me, irresponsible too. You need to grow up, Ron.
I had an emergency, Bob, so I took leave. If you think availing my rightful leave was wrong, take whatever action you want. I'll face the consequences.
Ron turns and walks away. The exchange between Bob and Ron quickly escalated from a simple inquiry about leave into a deeper conflict, fueled by the tone and defensiveness in their conversation. But why did this happen? To understand, let's explore the interaction through the lens of transactional analysis. Transactional analysis is a psychoanalytic theory developed by Dr. Eric Berne. In transactional analysis, social interactions are analyzed to understand human behavior. It can help to improve communication and resolve conflicts. According to transactional analysis, people communicate from one of three ego states: parent ego state, adult ego state, child ego state. Further, the parent can be critical or nurturing, and the child can be either rebellious or adaptive. The adult ego state is rational and fact-based. Let's analyze the conversation between Bob and Ron using transactional analysis. In this scenario, Bob begins the conversation in an accusatory tone. Bob accused that Ron wasn't available on a critical day. Bob didn't ask Ron for any reasonable explanation. Instead, he indirectly criticized Ron. He started the conversation from his critical parent ego state. Further, when he called out Ron's behavior as irresponsible, he wasn't just questioning Ron's decision to take leave. He was passing judgment. All through the conversation, Bob was critical, accusatory, and judgmental. He addressed Ron entirely from his critical parent ego state. As Bob started the conversation from a critical, accusatory standpoint, Ron reacted from his rebellious child state. Ron didn't try to provide a proper explanation. Instead, he replied back in a sarcastic tone. All through the conversation, Ron was sarcastic, defensive, and rebellious. The whole conversation was crossed from parent to child. To de-escalate the conflict, Bob and Ron needed to shift to an adult-to-adult conversation, where both focus on facts, not emotions. Let's imagine how this could have played out differently.
Hey Ron, I noticed you took leave yesterday on a critical day for the team. Can you tell me what happened?
I had an emergency that I couldn't avoid. I realize it wasn't great timing for the team. I'm sorry for any inconvenience it caused.
I understand. Emergencies happen. Let's talk about how we can handle this next time to ensure the team is covered.
Sure, Bob. I am open to discuss. I will meet you again after the lunch party.
Here, Bob approached the conversation from the adult ego state, asking for facts rather than assigning blame. Ron responded from his adult state, calmly explaining his situation without defensiveness or sarcasm. When both parties focus on the facts rather than emotions or assumptions, they can work together to find a solution instead of fueling conflict. So next time you sense tension rising in a discussion, remember the power of adult-to-adult communication. It just might be the key to resolving conflict before it starts. Focus on facts. Build understanding. Resolve conflict.